as always, I'll review foundation briefly for you and guide you through class. I'm just doing a little check-in. How are the bodies feeling if you're just coming in? You were here, so you're okay? Yeah, she's like, I'm good, I'm good. We just had a great class. So let's get started. So as always, you want to start finding your turnout. So you want to lift up your toes and rotate outwards to feel the rotation in your hips. You want to stand nice and tall with your shoulders back, so you have amazing posture. You're going to do a nice wave of the arm as we breathe, and we prepare the arm to second. I'll always do a simplified arm here, but you can do a harder arm if you know it. Going right into your plies, bend and stretch, bend and stretch. Grand plie, heels will come off the floor. We'll then press those heels down before we stretch our knees, and we'll go right into a forward bend. You're going to stay here and just enjoy the stretch today. Your arm is in fifth position here. So when you come up, bring it up with you like this, and then open everything into a second position. Notice my feet are a little bit wider than my shoulders. I'll do 2 small plies first, then go into grand with the heels staying in the floor. We'll come up. We'll then do a side bend towards your bar. And this is a fabulous stretch, so enjoy it. When you recover, bring your arm back. Point that toe and place it in third position, which means my heel is at the middle of my other foot. And I do it again, 2 little bends, followed by grand, where the heels will come off the floor. Then your heels go down before we lengthen the knees. We're then going to do an upper back bend. So your arm is up. You want to turn your head towards the arm that's lifted, and it's just the upper back. Kind of like wherever my shirt is kind of cutting off, that's where the bending happens. From there, we're going to work on fifth position today. You're going to rise up on your tippy toes, and your outside foot is going to squish in front of your other foot. And I'll help anyone find this position, but basically from the side, try to get them as close as possible. And that's where your stability is going to come from. And then you want to squeeze your ankles, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your bum, and then eventually bring this arm in front and don't look down. Maybe one finger, no finger. Baby steps, always. From there, we'll come down. Is your foot cramping? Just stretching. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Yes, let's do some dancing. Left hand on the bar, everybody. So nice breath, and arm goes second. Demi-plie and stretch. One more. Grand plie, heels off the floor, heels down. Now forward bend, relax your head and stay. Now slowly arm comes up with you. Open to second, nice and wide with your feet. Demi-plie and stretch, knees to the side. Good, grand plie. Don't go too past your knees. Coming up, side bend towards. Stay there and enjoy that stretch. The arm floats back where it was. Point your toe, slide it in front of the other foot. You got it. Plie and stretch, arm to the side, you got it. Now, grand plie goes down, heels off, and try not to push the bar too hard. Yes. Now, bring your arm up, look to the side, up, back bend. Beautiful. Recover, rise up on your tippy toes. Outside foot comes in. I'm going to start over here to help any students. So you're going to get your feet even closer. Yeah, I'll help you. So think about like this. Then squish your legs together like there's magnets. And then just stare directly in front. You got it. Perfect. You got it, girlfriend. Nice and tight. And then one arm in front, maybe both arms. Awesome. And then you can all relax. Awesome. Good job. Amazing. Let's talk about second position grand plie. This happens quite often where we go a little bit deeper than our knees because we go pretty deep here, right? But in second, you always want to think about your hips are going to still be a little bit above your knees. They always talk about like a house with a roof, and if it was to rain, the water goes this way. So same idea here, right? I don't want to get too far, too low. Now the water is going to go inwards. But if it's just slightly above my knees, the water will go off that way. Yes, you got it. Let's try it again on the second side. And I know this will come with time for everybody when you're building your strength. We're going to try really hard not to use the bar. I know it's hard. You'll want to try to think about pushing through the feet first. But if you need a little bit more support, which is totally understandable, remember the bracket is the strongest part of our LED bar. She's kind of more of a fashion over function bar, but the bracket will always support us a little bit easier. We do that with our point shoes too. Yes, whenever you cross that bridge of torture shoes, we call them. Let's try it again. So nice little breath. Prepare your arm. Let's think about a big diamond. So knees to the side. One more. Now grand plie going down through the toaster and coming up. Beautiful. Forward bend. Relax your head. This is a little break. The arm comes up with you, and then it's going to open to the side with the foot. Yes. Again, plie. And stretch, squeeze your glutes the whole time. Grand plie. Keep those hips above the knees. Yes, good job, everyone. Thigh bend towards your bar. We look down at the floor. Then we watch your arm as she moves back to the side. Yes, slide that foot in front. Let's do it again. Plie and stretch. Last one. Now keep that chest up as you float down. Whew. Coming up. Yes! Now you're going to bring this arm up. Think up and over like a rainbow. Nice, you guys. Recover. Now go up on your tippy toes. Think outside foot. Squishes in as close as you can. Think about like pieces of a puzzle are squeezing in together. Yes, good job. And just keep your eyes forward and I'll help you. So you'll want to bring this foot out like this a bit. So the turnout. That's it. Bring those ankles together. Beautiful. That's the idea. Turnout is a fabulous thing. And then just to help you, think more of this shoulder coming this way and the hip too. There you go. Yeah. Don't overshoot it though. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Otherwise, if we start twisting this way, it's harder, right? Finding that locked in position. You're welcome. I got you. Nice work with those ankles. And relax. And yeah, turnout. I always joke about this, but it's literally why they created turnout, to make things easier. So the turnout is so hard, right? So if you think about it, right, if you start in your first position and you're like this and you're open, that's how you want to be the whole time in ballet. So when you cross this foot in front, right, and then you come up, you want to keep rotating the legs outwards. I know, and that will kind of lock you into position. I know, fun, right? Yes, even more. Good job. And then your heel kind of rests on your ankle. Woo! I know, hashtag ballet's hard. I know, fun, right? Whoop, whoop. I got you. Let's keep dancing. So that's your plie exercise. Let's do our tendus next. So we're in first. I'll keep my arm in second to keep it chill. We're going to do one set of the slow tendu, which means bend your toes, point your toes, bend, now the side. Bend your toes and point. Working through the articulation. Let's try it to the back. Bend your toes and point. Awesome, everyone. One more to the side to repeat our pattern of front side, back side. Now we'll do 2 normal speed. Slide and a slide. Repeat. Let's try to the side. Slide and a slide. Beautiful feet. Then 2 to the back. I like that swishing sound. That means we're sliding. Then 2 more to the side, whatever. Now we're going to worry about this one. We're up in our 6-inch heels again, but our ankles are not squishing together. We're just trying to maintain first position, which means try to maintain your turnout. And we'll worry about that when we get there. Deal? Cool. Let's see how it goes, everybody. Ready? Sure. Nice and slow each way first. Bend your toes and point and bend. Now the side next. Bend your toes, then point. You got it. Articulation. Let's go to the back. Half point, full point, and half. One more time here. Yes, you got it. Now let's do 2 normal ones front. So I slide out, slide in, again out. Now the side, slide out, slide in, beautiful. Now the back and back. Try to keep your knee straight. Don't let her bend. Side, out, and in. Last one. Now we're gonna go up in first position, you guys. So once again, 6-inch heels. You don't have to balance unless you want to try to balance. Can we get more rotation? Oh, there was a little bit more. Awesome. Good job. I was gonna do the ribs. Boom. Yes. Good job. Beautiful. You got it. As the teacher comes, you fall. That's normal. Murphy's Law. Rotate. Yes. Good job. Awesome. Beautiful. And relax. I had the same thing happen to me in class. I'd be balancing, and then the teacher walks by, and I'm like, oh, totally. It's balance anxiety for sure. But don't be scared of me. I will never yell at you or hit you with a stick. Not like my teachers did. She's like, you know the trauma, girl, right? We won't do that here. Let's keep going. So really nice work with using your feet, everybody. That was fabulous. What our goal is going to be now is try to keep the knee straight the entire time, unless told later in choreography to do other things. And what I was told, as long as I use friction in the floor, my knee should never really bend. So that's where I think about being at the beach. Pushing through the sand and dragging your toes in the sand, especially as we bring the foot in, really like pull it in and like drag the mud off your shoe, because it's going to make your legs really strong as well as your feet too. Yes. Let's try it again, guys. Other side. Standing nice and tall, and I did not push play. Let's try that again. Wait, and prepare. Here we go. Bend your toes first, then point, and then slide it in. Keep that knee nice and straight, and use that friction as you pull it in. Going back and push, then pull. Yes. Then the side. Awesome. Let's try 2 regular speed. Front, and in. One more. Now the side and out and squeeze. Beautiful, ladies. 2 more back, going back and in. Then the side. That's my favorite sound in the world. Awesome. So now all the way up, and always more rotation, even if it's just like a millimeter. Squeeze your glutes, core. So pull in your tummy muscles like a plank, and look straight and breathe. Breathing always helps. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then even if you didn't bounce, don't worry, you did great, because you can worry about that another time. And relax. Yes, maybe a little calf stretch? Maybe. Woo! Whatever you want, really. Water is also a good idea if you got water nearby. Water anytime. Oh, wait. All right, let's keep going, everybody. We're going to move into now the baby kicks, as we call them, but they have so many names. Glissé, jeté, dégagé, whatever. It's a baby kick. Let's do some. Let's do 3 today. 3, point and close, and 2 and point and close. 1 and just do a plie, just to release your legs. Repeat to the side on your diagonal. As long as you go point before you close, that is the baseline of the technique. Plie, 3 point close. I'll just kind of fast forward because it seems like you're okay. Do-do-do-do, ba-do. 3 more side, because that's our pattern. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Next up, pick up this outside foot. Draw the line up, and let's bring it to the back of the knee just to change it up a little bit. Something's going to go in the front, something's going to go to the side, something's to the back. Now, when it's the back, you're going to feel like you have to really use your glute muscles. That's why we're doing it today. And we'll make sure you feel it. Balancing is optional. Otherwise, hold on for dear life and just worry about knee to the side. Ooh, I'm feeling that after the last class. in the best way. Yay. Let's go, guys. Baby kicks to the song. Ready? 3-point close. 2-point close. One more. Bend your knees and make a diamond. Now side. Going 3. Touch. Close. 2. One more like this. Bend your knees. Plie. Now back and point and close. Nice, not too high, keep her low. Plie. Last set to the side. We go. 3-point and close. 2. One more. Nice, babes. Plie. Now draw this line up the side of your leg and place your big toe at the back of your knee. And maybe take your finger and go, is there more turnout? Ooh, if it moved a bit, awesome. If it didn't move, also awesome, because that means you did enough. Let me check out my friends. Yeah, that's great. I'll see if there's more. She's good. She's good. You just look and breathe. Yes, beautiful turnout. Good job. Now I love it. Just try to keep your hips still. And now move the leg. Oh, yes. That looks great. I was going to do an extra little thing with your booty. Just kind of bring her in. Yeah, you got it. Looking good, honey. Just checking. Ooh, going for the balance. Nice, nice. And then the next goal for you, just a little baby heel. Just to remind you that eventually you want to be a little bit more forward on those toes. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Beautiful. Good job, babes. I know, right? So special. And I love it because everyone's unique and different. I just want to make you all look the same, some OCD. And then that's part of the fun. Everyone's unique. So let's talk about some of the unique stuff, right? Always remember, if you start from a squeeze position in the glutes, in theory, the hips should stay in the position you want it to be. Sometimes you kind of let go of our hips, and then that's when things start moving around. So always start, if you can, squeeze her together, and then bring the foot up, and hopefully the hip will be level and in placement. Other fun things. Now, I love how much you're turning out. So we get to talk about this. So what happens is, we're turning out so much that our body moves with our leg. And so that means you get to dial it back a bit. Sweet. I barely get to say this. So dial it back. And you always want to think about your headlights are facing the road. So I want to keep my headlights on the road, but then only my leg is moving. Now, this is what I do in my fitness classes. If you want homework, you don't have to do it. It's like doing a clamshell, but standing. I am moving my leg in and out, but nothing else is moving. So I'm really trying to isolate that working leg. I'm doing it here in retiré, but you could also do it at your ankle, which is even closer to an actual clamshell that you would do laying down, and just like keeping it nice and still. I know, it feels great. I'm trying to sell it. I don't think it's working. No, cool. Good job with your kicks. Let's see if we can all get more turnout to the side. So you're in your first position and we're all going on our diagonal. Good job. That is goal number 1. We don't want to go directly to the side because then the leg will turn in. So the first thing you want to do before you go to the side is you actually want to bring your ankle forward a little bit, and then on your diagonal. So in opposed to just pointing your toe like this, you want the heel to present itself. So it's always the quest for more rotation. Yes, I'm going to help a few babes. Let's check out my babes on this wall first. So think about ankle first and then out. Yes, I'll help you. I'll help you. Yeah. Yeah. So always rotating. Gorgeous. Let's check out our queens over here. Yes. Ankle forward and out. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Fabulous. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it on the other side. It's kind of cool we could talk about that. That means you guys are all progressing very well. Ready? Sure. Front, point, close. Front, point, close. Showing off your heel, right? Plie. Now on the diagonal. Out, point, close. Nice. One more. Plie. Let's try it to the back. Back, point, close. Nice, babe. One more. Plie. Now let's show off that heel. So turn out and in. Good. One more. Awesome. Plie. Now squeeze your bum and try to keep it still as you bring the foot up. And then as the foot's to the back of the knee, try to keep your headlights square as the leg goes out. Woohoo! Good job, everyone. Now, maybe this is all you do today. Maybe you do this. Maybe you loosen up the death grip on the bar, maybe. And relax. Good job. How are those glutes feeling? Should we cross it over for a second? Get a little release. Figure 4 is always a great stretch in ballet class. Oh, and I think we're getting warm. So I'm going to put a little bit of the fan on for us. And then we'll move on to our next exercise. Rond de jambe is coming up next, you guys. Meaning circle of the leg, and this is rond de jambe à terre, which means on the earth or on the ground. So let's review our lovely circle. You have a slow preparation, so you can do a pretty arm just like this. Show off your ankle, right? You always want to present your ankle forward. Carry to the side, keep turning it out, going to the back, and then your heel comes forward. And we do 2 going outwards, which is actually called en dehors, and we called it out the door. Going the other way, you're going en dedans, which means inward. So back, side, front, in 2 sets. Yeah, and the goal is to not move your hip at all while your leg turns out. So if you want to keep your hand on your hip, that's always a nice reminder. It's usually when you go from the back that your hip wants to move, and that's the headlights on the road thing for sure, as you rotate the leg in the hip socket. Nice and slow and steady. From there, I'll give you a little release. You're going to turn in your legs, and guess what? We're going to stretch. Yay! Hands off and just like hang out here for a bit. We'll bend and stretch our knees. And then I say keep your knees bent as you roll up, because that's really nice on your back. Oh, yes. And then you can do whatever you want. There'll be no balance. You can say, sweet, no balance. Thanks, Suze. And I'll be like, no probs. Let's do it, guys. Prepare your arm to the side. Lead with your heel, front and side and back. And if you'll put your hand on the hip, it's okay. Right, front and side, then back. Let's go the other way, which is back and turn it out. Front, slide it in. Last set, babes. Back, then side and front. Beautiful. Now you get to turn in your legs. Yay. Fold down, hands off, and just literally hang out. I'm just going to slowly bend my knees if you want to join me. Slowly stretch the back of the leg. One more time like this. Bend and bend. Stretch and stretch. Get those hamstrings. Now bend your knees and roll up through the spine. Through the vertebrae. Head is last. Ah, yes. And then eventually, right, just go, yay, no balance. Callie always gives me this beautiful smile. She's like, yay, and chill. Good job. Whatever else you want to do, right? It's all good. It makes me so happy. She's like, yay. Awesome. Great work on your rond de jambe, ladies. Now, remember how we talked about bending our toes? That is something we want to do all the time. So that's why tendus are the foundation. So as I go forward, remember to articulate through the toes. It's fine until I go back, and then I want to go through my demi point. Even when it gets faster, we're going to still try to work through those beautiful toes. I'll remind you as you go around. Let's do it. Preparing that arm. Lead with your ankle. Bend your toes. Point. Then side and back through the toes. Close. Again, front and side and back through toes. Reverse back. Turn it out and front. Articulate if you can. Back and side and front, sliding through. Awesome. Turn it in, guys. A little break. Hands off. We're going to hang out here again. Another option is walking your hands to the right side. You can maybe grab onto your leg or ankle if you want to feel something different. Ooh, feels spicy. If you did that option, eventually walk your hands or hang in the middle, and then maybe reach to the other side. And then when you're done that one, you're gonna hang back in the middle, bend your knees, and roll on up through the spine. Oh, yes. Good job, guys. And then, ta-da! And you're done that exercise. Perfect. Let's keep moving. Looks like we're getting nice and warmed up here. Let's go into fondue, and we're going to do développé in the same one, just so it's done. Get it done. They're kind of the same family in terms of movement. So let's first review the melting exercise. The foot will be at your ankle when you're melting, known as coup de pied. Then stretch front. You always want to make a beautiful diamond. Don't forget the diagonal. Then bend, stretch back, and diamond, and side. 2 sets because it's intro. We'll just breathe and get through it together. Oh my goodness gracious. It's definitely my last class of the day. Woo! Feels great. And close. It makes you feel better. It hurts me too. It hurts me too. Now, when you close it in, we have to do the unfold, which is the word for développé. So I'm going to take my foot, and you kind of did this earlier. You drew a line up, but today you're going to extend to the front. Stay there for fun. Carry to the side and turn out your leg as much as you can, just to the diagonal, point and close. Today, we're going to try the reverse, which is way meaner. You're going to come up. Imagine someone has their pointy nail like mine, and it's pushing you to the back like this. Push, 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 thigh lift, which means my knee is not dropping. And you're going to feel your glute. You're going to rotate to the side, find your diagonal, and close. And I will do my very best to watch your diagonal so you don't have to hold it for a very long time. That is my promise. Let's see what happens first. We can talk about it more on the second side. Ready? Sure. Go and bend, bend, bend. Stretch, stretch, stretch. This is our diamond diagonal. Behind, stretch back, beautiful diamond, and side. Repeat. It's in front of your ankle when you go front. Keep it in front of your ankle until your side. Now behind your ankle, stretch back. One more bend, bend, and side lower. Whew. Slowly up to the knee. Slowly extend to the front. Doesn't have to be too high. Carry side. Turn out, turn out, turn out, and breathe. Lower softly. It's so slow and mean. One more coming up. Knee to the side. Now lift under that inner thigh as you go to the back. And you're going to carry to the side. You're going to rotate. Find your diagonal. I'm scanning quickly. Stretch your knees. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then come down and collapse. Whew. Easy correction that I'll share. But stretch, stretch, stretch. So remember, your diagonal is where you want to hit. And it's hard. Coming from the back, you got to move a little bit further forward. What happens often is we kind of stop about here. So you're going to go a little bit more forward. And you'll know, because based on your first position, right, that's where you want to end up. So let's all put our hand on our hip for a second. Doesn't matter which way you're facing. And we want to try to keep those hips level. Rotate, 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 rotate. Keep her down. Rotate, and a little bit more forward. A little bit more forward. Yeah, you got to hold the bar. Turn out this way. Yeah. There you go. And that's why it's so hard. So freaking hard. Good job, you guys. Check out those legs. Oh, nice fondues. We've got one more side and they're done. Yay. We'll get through it together, okay? Getting ready, foot at the ankle. Diamond, extend. Keep your chest lifted as you bend. Side, behind, stretch back. Big, big diamond, diagonal, right? Again, bend, bend, extend front, and breathe. And side, and behind, to go back, right? And bend a little bit on that angle, lower. Slowly bring the leg up. Slowly bring it to the front. And you want to see your inner thigh. Even as you go to the side. I know, Queen, you're doing great. It's muscles we don't even know that we had. And close, reverse. Slowly up. If you want to put your hand on the hip, you can. Knee lift as you go to the back. And you're going to rotate that leg. Keep that hip level. And then turn it out on the diagonal. 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Relax. You did it. Woo! I know. Yeah? It's so cool, right? I love it. It's really good cross training. Like if you do any other activity, ballet's so great because it hits other muscles. I love that. And the cool thing is the muscles are there. We're just finding them. Sweet. Now we're going to move on to something completely different. We're going to do the frappe exercise next. And that is the one that is like kind of like a match trying to light a fire. And I'm going to try every direction today. So the preparation's kind of fast. If it's too fast, just stand like this and be like, I am ready. Otherwise, it's going to go foot, flex, and in. It's because frappe is always a fast intro. I don't know. Now, the first thing we must do is make contact, right? So you're going to touch the floor. You're going to push and point. You flex and you come in. Let's do 2. Touch, slide, flex, and in. The side is next. Touch, point, flex. It's like a high five. And then it slides until it points. The back is the weirdest one. I go to the back. It's like I'm sweeping the floor. Flex it in. So imagine you're trying to push your toes out and then come in and then to the side one more time to complete that awesome pattern of front side, back side. I will not make you hold this again. You can just close and be like, thank you so much because my leg is done. Yeah, totally. So as you probably saw, we do a lot of this already through class. We work through bend your toes and point, right? We work through scraping the mud off our shoe on the dégagé. So frappe is the same. I'm now just on the ball of the foot, which is literally like, for lack of like being super scientific, it's like the meaty part where your toes come out of, right? That is where I'm making contact with the floor. And then I'm using friction to make that weird sound. I don't expect anyone to make the sound today. Don't hurt yourself by smacking it. But eventually when it finds that special spot, you'll hear like a little thud. Yeah, beautiful frappe. And these are the RED style frappes that you would learn if you did like the UK syllabus. Let's try it. Fast intro. You can stand like this or try the quick intro. I'll let you decide. Out and in, touch, point, flex and in, dig, push. Now the side, touch, slide, flex, in. Let's try it to the back. Sweep your toes. Weird, right? The back is awkward AF. Then the side, touch, point, flex, last one. And they go, what was that, right? That was a weird exercise. It's super bonkers. And relax. And you'll probably only do it in ballet class. Very good. Some tips and tricks. So when you're at this position, my heel is actually touching my ankle bone. I don't want to go much higher. So always be mindful that is where I want to come back to because my foot is closer to the floor, which will make it a bit easier to make contact. And you always want to think down and push. down and push. If you ever miss the floor when it gets faster, because it gets faster one day, just be mindful if your foot gets too high, because that's usually what happens. Let's keep going on the other side. Fast intro, right? Woo! Here we go. Out and in, touch, point, flex, in, touch, and slide. Let's try side. High five, point. Again. Good. Let's go to the back. It's a foot coordination exercise. And for your brain, then the side. Touch, point. Last one, guys. That was actually pretty good. As weird as it is, right? Ta-da! Awesome. I'm gonna do kicks in the center today, which means you get a break right now. Pros and cons. Let's put on something less aggressive. There we go. That's a nice transition song. Great job at the bar, you guys. When you're ready, we'll meet in the center here. And remember, if you're feeling shy, hang out at the back. I'm always just in front of the camera here. And then we want some brave souls coming forward. Maybe if it's not their second time, they'll maybe be their 10th time. But if you're brave, come forward. It's all good. Amazing. There we go. We're all spread out. Beautiful. We got room so we don't kick each other, right? And you'll know when you practice if you might kick a wall or kick a person or furniture at home, then you know to shuffle. So yeah, this is now just a chance for you. Boo! Yeah, this is a chance for you to see how you can shift your weight to take your foot off the floor. So let's review the foundation. First, arms. Make sure your elbows are resting on a table. If they ever start defaulting into chicken wing arms, that might make you fall over. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping my shoulders down as I lift my arms up. And that's what's actually making me work these muscles right through here. So if your arms get tired, awesome. That means you're holding up with the right muscles. We're going to shift the weight onto the left when we try to kick the right leg off. And you can do a baby kick, right? Doesn't have to be super high, especially if you're just trying to get your bearings. I'm doing two. I'm going to keep my weight on my left foot as I kick on my diagonal. Yeah. And the more I shift my weight, the more control I have on this leg. If you ever kick and you kind of fall over, you just got to shift over more this way. That's all it is. Now, when you go to the back, don't look down. That way you will hopefully not end up on the floor. Just keep your eyes forward. And then we'll do two more to the side. The back is the hardest one, guys. Totally. Then we're going to go shift, other leg. Yeah. I'll purposely do slow ones, which are mean, but you'll really learn a lot about yourself quickly. Yeah. And if you fall down, just get back up on your horse and try again. It's all good. Let's do it to this song over here. Sorry, that's not the song. There we go. Shift, wait, kick, point, close. Again, front. Now the diagonal. Shift, point, close. Again. Awesome. Let's try it to the back. Just look straight. You can shift a bit forward, but just don't look down. Yes. Two more to the side. Out, point, close. One more, babe. We're gonna switch legs right away. Here we go. Front, point, close. That's it. Yeah, nice strong arms. Let's try to the side. My arms are tired if that makes you feel better too. And in. One more. Now we're gonna try to the back. Keep it low as you learn. And in again. Kick, point, close. Last set to the side. Woo! Out and in. Last one. And then you're gonna bring your arms down and go, woo! Yeah, right through here. Good job. The cool news is you don't have to do any arm stuff later. Unless you want to. Let's go into sautés, which is jumps. So as always, you don't have to jump. You can just do low impact. It's 8 pliés if you're not jumping. 8 pliés in second. Otherwise, I'll always say jumping optional after 4. 3, 2. If you want to jump with me, they're slow. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Then we'll do a baby second. So like heels under your shoulder second. That will be easier for jumping. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe jump. If not, just do pliés. Yeah, sounds good. As we're doing jumps, we get tired, right? So really think about the biggest diamond ever by squeezing through here so the knees go in line with your toes. Safety first, right? All right, let's see here. Where's a jumping song? Here is one. Ready? And 4 and 3 and 2. Jumping optional. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Second bounce. Just squeeze your glutes, chest up. Jumping optional. 4, 3, or just plie. Good job. And relax. Shake out those legs. Fabulous, you guys. Let's do another one. I'm going to review glissade today. So this is the gliding one. It means to glide. And this is going to be glissade to the side. This is the most common glissade used in combinations, essentially. So let's break it down. Plie. I'm going to go extend my right leg, extend my left leg, diamond. Super weird, right? 1, 2, diamond. I recommend this if you're not jumping. Other way, left, right, diamond, kick, kick, bend. So the first goal is moving sideways. That's weird, right? We don't do this often. And then if you want to try jumping, imagine you're jumping over a puddle. So I'm going to go kick, jump over a puddle in, kick, jump over a puddle. Yeah, doesn't have to look pretty. Even just kind of going, am I doing it? Am I doing it? Cool. Then that is step 1. Now you're going to see this is very similar to kick, point, close we did at the bar. So this is actually helping you for movements like this. So I start a plie. I'm going to go kick, kick, point, close when I'm ready. Otherwise, don't worry about sliding your feet if you're just trying to get the basics. Kick, kick, point, close, kick, kick, point, close, and then eventually it just gets faster. Don't worry if you're not ready for fast. That could be slow for now. I'm going to go slow with you. Now, as I find my song, I'm going to show optional arms. I recommend this if you're like, not yet. Otherwise, this is third position. So if you review our basic arms, this is first. This is second. Third is one of each. And it's an arrow. It means I'm going this way on my glissade. And when I change my arm, it means I'm now going this way. Yeah, totally. But otherwise, this is cool. I'll have them here to start. I'm going to always start with the low impact version so you can decide if you want to upgrade. Ready? 1, 2, and in. Starting slow for safety, right? 1 and 2, and in. Other way, no jumping. Going 1 and 2, and in. One more. If you like this option, you can do this the whole time. We're going to go with a little jump to the right. Out, out, point, close. Let's try the other way. Out, out, point, close. Out, out, point, close. Maybe hands here or here. Ready? Out, out, point, close. Other way. I'm running music. No, I'm not. Yay. Awesome. And for those who want to go faster, I know who you are. Or just watch. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Again. Woo! This is totally on level 2 speed. It's kind of fun for those who want to try. Yeah. Awesome. It gives you a little preview of how it should feel eventually. It's just an up and over. Yes. All right. It's getting hot in here, right? Let's make the colder air on now. And then let's review our turn of the month next. to give you a break from jumps. Whew. So yeah, every month it's a different jump or a different turn, right? We're working on it. So this is called soutenu turn. And this is why we were talking about this position at the bar. So I'm going to give you a few options. I like to always give you a default if you're tired because it is late. This is your default. Just stand with the left foot in front. Go, I am tired, Suzy. Step and hold. And when I go this way, I'm going to cross my right foot in front, just in case, especially with your ankles, right? So this is what's happening. I'm going into what's called a pose, which means I'm stepping onto a straight leg onto my tippy toes. Pose into fifth with the left foot in front. And it's really hard to do slow. And if you bourrée like I did, that's okay. It's still dancing. Let's try it again. Step, cross your left foot in front. Boop. And then plie. Let's go this way next. And yeah, the bar is a perfect place to be. Cross the right foot in front. Have no balance and come down and cross. So if it makes you feel better, I totally have no balance right now. What's happening? Have I done this before? I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about things to make our balance better. So first thing is, remember how we talked about the magnets in our legs? You're going to think about squeezing your inner thighs and your ankles together. So I'm going to take a step and go squeeze, squeeze. Yeah, right? Squeeze your bum always in ballet class. Squeeze, squeeze. Yeah, right. That's your stability. Other way, squeeze, squeeze. See, totally. Good job, babes. Squeeze, squeeze. Yes, good job. Then, of course, upper body. That's what was happening to me. I was like a total noodle up here. I was like, whoa. So keeping that core engaged, right? I always like to talk about the mini crunch, which means you're kind of like slightly engaging here. So your ribs aren't flaring. So if your ribs are flaring, you're falling backwards. The mini crunch is keeping those abs nice and strong. So if you're falling backwards, try that and see if that helps. This is all option one. Option two is adding arm coordination, which will help you eventually. The arms are second into first. For now, this is my simplified arms. We teach you more fancier ones later. So it looks like this. Open, squeeze, close, plie. Woo. Open, squeeze, close, plie. And eventually, hopefully, these arms will help you balance too. Let's go the other way. Step, squeeze, close, plie. And this will make sense when you turn, because my turn, that's when I close my arms. And I'll talk about that afterwards. For now, just don't worry about turning unless you know the turn. I'll break that down after, I promise, if you want to give it a go. Baby steps always. Let's see this song. Going this way, it goes. Step, cross, hold, plie, step, hold, and then other way. Step, squeeze, smile, plie. You have to smile. Okay. And hold. Here's optional arms, okay? Going step, cross, arms, bend. Step, cross, arms other way. Step, squeeze your legs, arms, plie. One more time if you're trying that. Good. And relax. Awesome, babes. So use that as your default if that's a good default for you today. I'm going to break down the turn because why not? So what's happening here is when I cross my legs, when I turn, you're going to notice I have to always turn towards the back foot. You will notice it's really hard to turn towards the front foot. You're like, I can't. So that's what we're going to do. On flat, just practice switching what foot's in front. Boop. So you're going to switch halfway through the turn, and then I'll go here so you can see me. Then this is kind of happening fast, but in slow motion, I am turning and this foot stays in front. So I switch it and I keep going. So if I show you again, pick up this foot a little bit and go slide. Yeah, that way, clockwise. Yes, that's totally it. So we're turning clockwise the whole way. Let me break this down maybe with a B-boy group. Yeah, woo. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. I don't know how old you guys are. I don't think you guys watch K-pop now. I don't know if they do those moves, but that's just what we did in my day. In my day. But basically, you're winding up, and when you wind up, you're going to use force to switch what foot's in front. So I'm going to break this down again slowly. Crossing up, switching what foot's in front halfway through, and then you keep that foot in front as you keep turning around the corner. And I say this is really hard to do slow, but that's what's happening. So make sure you have the other foot in front when you're done. That is the biggest thing that we're working on right now. Now, let me add something that might help you. Your shoulders. We were doing this in the morning class, or I guess noon class. It was my morning. When you turn, your shoulders are your friends. Doesn't matter what turn you do, your shoulders are going to help you turn. So this is how I'm going to break it down. You're up on your tippy toes, and I want you to kind of like wind up your shoulders and go turn like this. Yeah, that's the idea. So when you're there in your turn, you're using the momentum of your whole body to get you around the corner. Yes, high five. Woo! And usually that makes it way easier. This is why the arms are closing. So to bring it even more further with the technique, I am closing my arm. My shoulder is moving with me as I turn. Yes. And that's what's happening in your soutenu turn. Let's go the other way. So to break it down easy, on flat, I am turning counterclockwise now. I must switch what foot's in front, and that foot stays in front as I continue. Oh, I know, totally. Let's try it again. So you got the right foot in front. Now my left foot's in front, and it stays in front as I keep turning. Once again, it's hard to do it slow, but just to be mindful that you're switching feet. Yeah, I live for the O. It's cool. It's cool. Now let's go up on our tippy toes. Add the shoulder, turn counterclockwise, switch feet. Let's try that again, right? I got my right foot in front. I'm turning towards my left foot, which becomes my front foot. And you might notice one side will feel less awkward than the other or more awkward than the other. I like to say easier, but I think awkward is the word sometimes when you're learning. So let's shuffle a little bit so Brittany has room. So now we're adding the arms if you want to try. Step cross, use the shoulder, close your arms in. Yeah. And guess what you can also do if you want to just keep it really chill? It's called a bourrée. And you go like this in a circle. Yeah, and that's fun too. So I'll let you play around with some of those options, either hands on your shoulders or hands here or here. If you want to turn or not, it's up to you. Let's try a few more, guys. I'll first do no fancy arm. Step, cross, shoulders, plie, step, cross, shoulders. Now reset, other way, shoulders maybe, or bourrée, right? One more time like this, and then I'll add my arms. Are you dizzy? This helps if you're dizzy. It looks weird, but it works. Totally. Now I'm gonna do my arms here. 6 going that way first. Step, cross, close, plie, step, cross, close. Nice. Other way. Step, cross, then close as you turn. So make sure you don't close your arms until you are closing the door, going close that door. Yeah, so a little bit more oomph through those arms. You got it. And you'll hear that cue during pirouettes as well, where it's like you want to kind of close the door as you move. Nice work. That was awesome. We're going to keep working on this as a happy family. I didn't talk about spotting too much, but I'm going to give you spotting homework so you can apply it next time. So spotting is literally what it sounds like. I'm looking at something. I'm just spotting something in front of me, and then I'm looking again. So always look at the same thing. So today, if it's the mirror, look at yourself and then look right away. Yeah, that's going to help you hopefully not get as dizzy. Keyword is as. And it will also help you with all the turns that we do. How about the other way? Leave your head for as long as you can, and then look. Yeah, always look at the same spot. Otherwise, if you look at a different spot, then you're going to get dizzy anyways. And the inner ear fluid's just in your swooshing around. And that's why sometimes you get dizzy. And that's why we do this really weird trick. It's just science. Let's go the corner. Let's do more jumps. Feel free to regroup as you need to. We are doing our temps levés in arabesque right now, which is skipping in arabesque. How's everybody feeling good? That was fun, right? So fun. All right, so let's see how we break this down. Remember, if you don't want to jump, don't. The low impact option is this: step and kick, then step and hop. And then eventually just go a bit faster, 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 just hopping across the floor. Usually we do only one as the beginning of a combination in level 2, but we just drill them over and over again. I think you're okay at home, right? If you want to simplify, or you can add a jump. We can do groups of 2 or 3, right? Even 4. I go with every group. Keep your hands here unless you know arms. I'll show you arms on the other side. Who's my first brave group? Come on down. Not all of you all at once. I'm just joking. Yes, yay, 2 is good. Yeah, I'll be right here so I can go with you. Just stand like this and I will push play. 6, 7, 8. Step, hop, or walk, right? Whatever you want. Whatever feels good. Beautiful extension in arabesque. Awesome. Let's have some more dancers. Come on down, you two. So stand like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hop if you want to hop, or walk it out if you want to walk it. Whatever you're comfortable with. Awesome. Let's do, you want to do it before, or since you're all ready to go? Awesome. 6, 7, 8. Step, hop, hop. Hey, you want to move over? They're coming. They're coming. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. For safety. Yes. Good job. Fabulous. Fabulous. So yeah, there's no wrong way of doing this today. If it is just walking it out, cool, right? Just think about stretching your leg, pointing your toe. Fabulous. Now, this time, arms are optional. You might want to spread out for this section here. One arm in front, one arm to the side, and change. If you choose to do this one, you'll want to make sure you have a little bit more space between your neighbor so you don't go smack. And then there's a few examples. So first one, we call first arabesque. It's the same arm and leg that's forward. If I jump, it looks like that. Second arabesque is like I'm walking down the street. It's the opposite arm and leg. So it looks like that. I start like this and I go opposite or at a jump. So there's really no way you can screw this up. If you mess up the arm or leg, who cares, right? It's part of the fun. It's hand and leg coordination for sure. Sounds good? Let's do it. Come on down, first group. If you want to do no hands, just go here. But I'll be here. I'll be doing first arabesque because that's the one I tend to do in my level 2 combo. But either one's fine. Let's do it. 6, 7, 8. So if I'm not jumping, I'm like this or hop. Yeah, keep going. Beautiful, nice. And then yeah, if you want to try arms just spread out a little bit this way. Awesome. 6, 7, 8. Step, hop, hop. Yeah, you got it, beautiful. We'll get our next group ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, hop, hop. That's it. Good job, everybody. Those are awesome. And yeah, you'll notice as you get comfortable, we then try to jump a bit higher and maybe even travel. That was a really good one. Let's come back in the center and do curtsy now. Just reverence. Our final bow. And we got through everything today, so we're rock stars. So let's review the reverence. Your hands are over your imaginary tutu, any color. Yeah, take a step. Bring your inner thighs together and slide the back foot like this. It's like you have to go to the washroom. You're like, woo, right? Take a step and slide. Always keep your chest lifted as you melt, like any plie, and that way you won't collapse on stage when you're really tired after a performance. I'm preparing people for any show they might do. Nice long intro, and step, and place, and bow, and stretch. Other side. Everyone did a great job today. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm going to quickly say goodbye to my babes at home. Thanks for the hearts.